Okay, hello guys, welcome back to another Rememento video. In this video, I want to give you some tips that's going to help you to progress your account, especially if you're just starting out and really need help to navigate your account. Now, the first tip I'm going to give to you is not to invest that much into building a lot of units. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, when you start in Rememento, you're going to be getting a lot of character, and as this is a gacha game and not with an infinite amount of resources, you're going to want to spend your resources wisely, and to do that efficiently you want to kind of shrink out the amount of characters you want to level up. Now, ideally for your PvE content, which I'm going to be referring to for this, you would need, of course, just one water DPS, you would need a wind DPS, and also you would need a fire DPS. Now, all these characters are given to you at the start of the game, and also you will need, of course, a healer to progress through your account. Now, these are the four characters. Of course, you're also counting out Theodore and also Lydia, which is that character you get given to. But if you want to focus on building your account, I would definitely recommend leveling up these 5 characters. So that's going to be your main DPS, so your MC, the wind DPS, the fire DPS, your healer, and of course lastly you could level up Theodore. Now, how do you want to go around building this team out? Now, the way you want to build out this free-to-play unit is, of course, you take this as your first DPS, and then you have your second DPS, and then you have, of course, Theodore is going to be like your support slash aggro, and it's going to be providing you with your shading. Then for lastly, you're going to be taking, of course, your healer that's going to be providing you with healing and with cleansing on the side. Now, of course, the good thing with this team is by leveling up these 5 units, if you are encountering bosses that are, let's say you want to fight a water boss, the MC right here says the water is going to be very good against that, because it's going to be very neutral. And then in this case, you don't want to bring in your wind DPS, as the boss will be able to effectively counter them. So in this case, you'll be switching out her for, of course, your fire DPS. Now, the same can be said when you're fighting against fire. Then of course you'll be switching out your water DPS, of course, for your plant DPS, and so on and so forth. And this is why you want to level up these 5 units, as you are able to effectively swap out whatever DPS you need out for what you need for that particular boss battle. Now, of course, as time moves on, you're going to be some lot of units, you're going to be getting a lot of 5 stars, and then your roster is going to look different. Now, of course, this is my third account I've been playing. If you're wondering, I have my characters at low level, and this is the third account I'm playing, just to try to see how far I can push out this free-to-play unit. And they are very amazing, until of course you start getting other good DPS like maybe Xeon, you start getting like buffers like Pluto or like shooting, and then your team comp is going to change. Now, that's going to tie in with how to effectively spend your stamina in this game. Now, when starting out, as long as you're not building that many units, like I said, you're going to be good to go. But when you start upgrading your Kaleido rank, and that's going to be your main rank, your main world rank, when you start unlocking this, you're going to also be having access to higher tier dungeons and higher tier bosses. Now, when you are unlocking these bosses and when you are unlocking the dungeon, you're going to have the ability to, of course, be able to farm gears and be able to farm skill points. Now, I personally wouldn't recommend grinding out, like spending out your energy or your what is it called, your raising in this case, on these things right now, this cores. I personally wouldn't recommend spending a lot of them just to level up your unit, as you're going to find out that you're going to be able to progress your Kaleido rank very fast. And by waiting and getting to higher Kaleido rank, you're of course going to unlock higher tiers, and that's going to enable you to get more benefit out from spending these resources right here. Now, of course, these resources is you're going to be getting a lot of them when you're starting out, of course, from your level up bonuses, rewards, from your maze and all that. And you really want to stockpile on this resource. That is going to be very important in the late game, especially when you get to Kaleido rank 8, as then you'll be able to start obtaining yellow gears. Now, this is the second to the last gears, and the last gear is of course the red gears, which you get from the world bosses. So you really want to save up on these resources. Now, if you're of course lacking in terms of gears and you need some gears to power up your characters when you're leveling up, there are of course events at the moment where you could purchase out this gear. If we take a look at this event, for example, this one, you could go to the shop, and then of course you could purchase, of course, after purchasing your premium currency and your standard currency, you can then purchase this currency, this gears right now. Of course, these are going to be catered towards your DPS, or your support and your healers are going to be just fine with basic DPS, with basic gears. So that's going to be one way to go around it. Now, I would personally recommend you wait out. Now, if we were to take a look at what Kaleido rank you need to be efficiently using out your luminous core, I would say at warden level 30, as that is where you unlock Kaleido rank 6, and that is also where you stop getting pushed to continue the story in order to increase your Kaleido rank. Now of course later during the game at Collider rank 7 and 8 is like even the sweet spot where you want to get to start using that. And that's probably going to be at warden level 40, which is for my testing, it doesn't take that much to get to, probably like a week or two. And of course now currently we have a lot of main story quests, we have a lot of side quests, and if we were to progress all that through all that, you're going to be getting the most benefit from using those luminous core. So I would definitely recommend you save up on those. So yeah, definitely want to save up on those, and definitely want to of course exhaust all your free-to-play options you have concerning your gears and all that. And of course, yeah, the next one we're going to be talking about is your friends. Now currently I don't have any friends on this account, but you really want to add friends. I've added some people, and you are able to get the maximum of 30 friends, and you are able to send them some luminous core each day, and you're also able to receive from them. So you can have a maximum of 30 friends, and by exchanging this with them each day, you are going to be getting 60 energy or 60 resin, which is very good. So if you are not of course taking part in adding a lot of friends, make sure you start doing that now. And also you can just offend them later if you are looking for a slot, or if you have friends later in the game you want to like give those slots to. So I'll definitely start working on that. Now of course the next one is going to be this out right here, and I also don't have it unlocked on this account, but when you get to Collider rank, I think 3 or 4, yeah, at 4, Collider rank 4, you are able to have access to this card shop, and this refreshes every 2 hours. And by getting to this location, you are able to purchase different items like your upgrade items, your EXP books, upgrade items for your gears, for your weapons, and sometimes you can even find gears, but of course they are very expensive, so you want to like keep an eye out on them every 2 hours. You're also able to refresh them, but I wouldn't recommend you refresh them. I would recommend just wait out the 2 hours and see what goods they have. And lastly guys, for what to progress through your account, that's going to be of course your dailies, guys. You want to really do your dailies. When I say dailies, I mean your PvP dailies. These are a very fast way for you to get like your these coins right here, Pharaoh's coin, and you can then use it to purchase out this shop. This is going to give you your luminous core. You can purchase a total of 5, which is very nice. So you can get 5 of this weekly, and you can also get other benefits, of course, like your premium pool currency, your standard pool currency, your gear enhancement, your EXP enhancement, and all that good stuff. Now of course, what are the priorities if you're asking? That's going to be of course your premium wishes, your standard wishes, and of course your luminous core. Now the rest of them I won't actually touch them with my currency, as you want to save it up for the next week. So of course you can buy out more things out of the shop, and you don't have to like battle out the AI teams that are generated by players, but you can just go on over to the battle simulator right now, and then you can challenge these teams, and they are very weak, and they are fully AI generated and not by players. And whenever you win the match, you get 2 coins, which you should win in the first place. And I don't think anyone's going to lose against this. And that's also a very nice way to progress your account. And guys, that's going to be it all for this video. I hope this was helpful, and I also hope this was able to clarify for those of you who are starting out and wondering when to start using your luminous core and start progressing your account. And of course, if you can wait it out, then that will be very nice. But of course, you can also use your luminous core early at like Collider rank 30, if you want to like see faster progression. But I would definitely wait it out, seconds in particular. And yeah guys, that's gonna be it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more Rememento White Shadow guide, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.